today that, still not out yet. I saw it 6 months ago at this point. The app is on your phone, you go up to a person, you take a picture of their face, and it tells you their Facebook status update of their relationship. So all you ballers out there, your business trips where you kind of listen, that day is over. So we're living in a very transparent world, right? And so if face recognizes your face, goes against your Facebook account, and tells the person, oh, you don't have a girlfriend? Well, you're married to Sally. The world's different. What I love about what's happening right now is we're shedding light through this technology on all the shadows of our society. I think businesses are going to have to be better, they're going to have to care more, just going to have to be better, man. And so, whatever you do, as long as you're upfront and transparent, I think that will be the right course of action. But you got to make some decisions sometimes, because there was a lot of value in business opportunities in the unknown before. It's just not the reality of the ballgame anymore.
Hey, I have a question about Brian.
Brian, what's up, bro?
What's up? A question about good old-fashioned blogging and video blogging. So when you started in 2005, it took you about a year and a half before you blew up.
Yeah.
High return on investment over time.
Yes.
Now, thanks to your book and just everyone else blogging and everyone saying the first thing you gotta do is start a blog, does it still pay for a small company or anyone to create original content?
Because you're worried that you can't break through the noise because there's so many more people doing it.
Yeah, it'll take 5 years, 6 years.
So when I was doing it, there was a shitload of people doing it. Here's the great thing. Content is always king. If you're good, you'll win. If you're not, you'll lose. And so if the greatest video blogger about wine starts tomorrow, and they're not me, they'll beat me. They will. It's gonna take some time. Plus, I'm gonna try to fucking crush them, but the fact of the matter is, I very much believe that if you're strong, listen, when I started my wine shop, winelibrary.com, when I started, Zacky's and Sherry Lehman's and Morell's, 5 of the biggest stores in the country were East Coast-based New York stores, and I was going after them, and I beat them because I was better, not because they were around for 40 years and had brand equity. If that wasn't the case, Walmart doesn't beat Kmart, Kmart doesn't beat Bradley's, right? Right? There's a million people that start coffee companies, Starbucks won, because they were good. So, yes, there's a shitload of data. I know the 48 hours all the time, I get it. That's why you're getting into a very important thing. I think that if people take the traditional track and try to go PR and spend against it, it'll be much harder. I firmly believe that in the hand-holding one-on-one marketing can be scaled and has enormous value. I truly believe that it's far better for a realtor to knock on every door and say hello and give a flower to the person in the target market than buying a bench ad. You know what I mean? And I just think that that's the sensibility. Because don't forget, I'm not Mother Teresa. I'm not here for the zen of all this stuff. The reason it's more important now is because that person is activated with social products that allow the word of mouth to go completely further. So, whereas 12 years ago, if I knocked them at every door and said, hey, that one person, I might have got them, I might have got 2 people. Now, I fully expect when I leave, they're going to tweet or Facebook, holy crap, this guy John Thompson came by and he's awesome. There's a much better reason and a much bigger impact that the individual consumer can have on your business today than ever before, because the gatekeepers don't control the content. Before a company was to be exposed, somebody had to do investigative reporting. That is not the case. 10 years ago, if you wanted to be the biggest pop star in the world, you needed that fat guy from Florida to discover you. Now just the people goes on YouTube. We're living in a different world. Period. Hey,
Hi.
sir. How are you?
Good, how are you?
What's your name?
Jeff.
Hey, Jeff. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Now we know each other.
We're blowing away.
I was wondering, when it comes to comments on blogs,
Yeah.
we're talking about transparency. My feeling, what I see on our blog is that when we allow anonymous comments, people get really dirty.
Sure.
And
Like penises on chat roulette.
yeah, and it's like, one guy, I eventually just said, you know what, for this particular blog entry, I just went and deleted all this crap. Because he was being really disrespectful.
Sure.
And I turned off anonymous comments.
Yeah.
And it made me realize that my attitude is, I have no problem with being negative about my products or whatever, but you better use your real name.
Hell yeah.
Because I need to know who you are.
That's why I like Facebook.
Yeah, that's right. Facebook's great for that.
Because Facebook has a plugin now that can be your comment wall.
Right.
And guess what? It's badass.
Right.
And it sucks, actually. They coded it poorly, but they'll fix it. And then it'll really be badass. You know what I mean? And guess what? You're going to use it. And so am I. Because if you come on and say that you suck, or you're lying, or this and that and the other thing, or what used to happen in 94, 95 when people used to go on my white site, my competitors, because I got nerdy and the IP addresses and figured stuff out, because they wanted to hurt your business, that stuff's going away.
And I'm a big believer in transparency, so it just...
I'm thrilled for somebody to say, you're obnoxious, I don't like the way you curse, you're too East Coast, I don't like you, and I respect that because I get it, you know? And I can respect that, and I want to have that conversation. But I don't want to do, when I get those comments, if I get them on Wine Library TV, I had a video on TED, and I got a lot of great comments, but I got some people that were pissed with the language and stuff, and I respect that, I get it. It was fun to interact because there's a lot of real identities, but when I get really sad is when the email is noemail@aol.com. It's like, I'm not thrilled to take a punch in the face, just show me who you are. You know? I get it, and that's coming. And that's why I'm so bullish on this generation of web. It's been iterating. And I think a lot of people were turned off because they were trying to do business in 94, 95, 96, and these kind of things kind of popped up, and they just decided to draw that line in the sand and be like, I'll screw with that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. We got time maybe one more question.
How about three more? Thank you.
Hi, my name is Larry, and I'm
Hey, Larry.
pretty much a newbie to this whole thing. I just started an auction site on the internet, and I've been doing some posting on YouTube, just videos of auction trading, stuff like that.
Yep.
How much traction do you get out of YouTube yourself personally? How do you rate the different
So that's
venues?
probably the biggest mistake, you know, depending on how you want. If you're analyzing my brand from afar, most people would say my biggest mistake was not to become a YouTube star. Almost all my videos are on Vaynerchuk, which is a small company, East Coast. I became friendly with them, wanted to support them. It helps us so much by the brand association now because I have a lot of street cred and people read my stuff and I go, he's using Vaynerchuk, that's a piece of magic. But I always want to take the opportunity to talk about the difference, which is what I like about Vaynerchuk was a lot of people embed my videos